Hello humans, welcome back to Code with Connor. This is the Unit 5 project. This is the last unit project that we're going to do, and this is a text-based choose your own adventure game. So now that we've done all that we've done to create program structure, it's time for you to plan and actually do something. So what are you going to do? You're going to make a game. Well, kind of like Zork back in the day. I don't know if you've ever played that. Maybe you read Ready Player One. I don't think they put it in the movie, but it was in the book for sure. They talked a lot about Zork and the White House. But it was a text-based choose-your-own-adventure game, and they can be wicked fun if you build it. If you're into D&D, this is a really cool experience because you can kind of take a D&D campaign, which is already very storytelling heavy, very written heavy, and turn it into something like this. Either way, it's a fun project. I'm going to show you a couple of student examples of this. We'll talk a bit about things that you should do or shouldn't do. And then I'm going to set you loose. I'd love it if you put it in a platform or you could share it with me. If you do it on a CodeHS sandbox, for example, you can share the link to your game. I could put it up on my website if you want me to, and people can check it out. I want to check it out. I think it'll be awesome. I always enjoy looking at these every year when my students make them. All right, let's jump right in and have a look. Are you ready? Okay. So right off the bat, we've got some ASCII art, ASCII. Right, using something online to create this string that actually prints out kind of like a fancy font. You can Google that stuff if you want to. And then we immediately get right into the story mode. Right, the story is what's going to sell it at the end of the day. But mere moments ago, you entered into what is commonly known as a dungeon, the force field separating you from the grassy field above closing. You have nothing on you except the clothes on your back and a strange sense of determination. You see, legend has told that a legendary artifact lies in the depths of this dungeon, one that will provide you with an embodiment of whatever you most desire. That is, if you can make it through. To view the commands, type help at any time. Not all of them can be used everywhere, however. Have fun. And then we enter the starting room. Starting room, you find yourself in a rather spacious cavern. There is a force field blocking the exit to the world above. The sound of the nearby ocean can be heard, and a small amount of light from outside illuminates your path. It appears the caverns lead southward, and blue crystals can be seen dotting the path. So, just pause. Love it. The world building, the story, this is awesome. When I do this assignment with my students, I always focus on that creative writing piece. It's so key. So, what's happening from a code perspective? So, we've got some kind of function that's starting the game and kind of printing that intro, and it's just a bunch of strings and print statements, nothing there. We've got another one for the first room, probably a function for the starting room. And it clearly is waiting for user input. And if I enter help, I'm going to guess this if statement is going to be in every function. It prints a whole bunch of commands that I can use. I can use help, I can use attack, and then a target. Kill, and then a target. N for north, or I can use north. So the OR statements that they must have in their if. ESW, I can do take if there's an object to take. I can talk to if there's a person to talk to. Up, down, open, an object. I can quit, I can read. If I'm in a battle, so they went a whole extra step here, then I can attack, I can use a shield, or I can heal. So what do I want to do? I'm going to go south because the caverns lead southward. All right, Castle Gate. Crystals all appear to congregate here, forming a large castle. A gate stands here, currently closed. There also appears to be a small window beside it, to the south of you. The window is closed. A person is also leaning against the wall beside the gate. Aside from the castle, a path leads to the west, where there appears to be a forest. Before you can make a decision, you hear a voice call from the castle gate. "Yo, you there! I don't think I've seen you here before. I'm Charlotte." She pauses for a moment. "Well, then again, nobody comes down here anymore." Sighs. But then again, "I think I know why. You're here for the artifact, aren't you?" Yes or no? Let's go with yes. I thought so. Whatever, though. Anyhow, I want to ask, what do you plan on doing with the artifact anyway? Dude, it grants your wishes, essentially. What do you even wish for? If you're given the choice, love, power, wealth, or something else, because I know those are your human typical desires. I don't know. I'm going to go love. I'm a romantic. Figures. Nothing I would have picked. I'll let you get back on your way, though. I want to keep playing games. With that, she pulls a Game Boy out of her pocket, and you hear the sounds of what seems to be the game Harvest Moon. You are now being heavily ignored. What do you want to do? So again, here we go. Make the next move. And you start to see the pattern. I'm not going to play through this whole game. This was a student game, and it's phenomenal. And it was based off a D&D campaign that they played. And it goes really deep. I could play this game for probably 2 hours. And I don't think I would make it to the end. I think I would screw up or die many times and end up back at the beginning. So really cool experience playing something like this. I got one more I'll load up real quick. So hopefully you get a little bit of the idea. Now let code structure for a second here. It's not that crazy. It's basically just you're in a function. So if you're in room 1, okay, and they make one choice, maybe you call ballroom, or you call study, or you call hallway 1. And it's just inside your if statements, you're going to call the next function. So if they made a specific choice, you're going to call the function that takes them to the next room. I would suggest a flowchart or a map of some kind where each location has a function. So that as they make their choices and they move to these new locations, there's a function for each location. And then within that function, there might be if statements based on global variables. So if you have a key, then what you see in that function might be different than if you don't have a key. Okay, so that room, for example, might look differently if you have something versus if you don't. So things like that are important to put together. I have a little sample file. It's kind of like a sample game that's not really much to it other than code structure that I'm going to link in the description. And you can steal some of that code just to help you get started. But really the creativity piece is what's going to make your game work. So give it a shot. Share with me what you make. I think it could be awesome. When I do this with my students in class, I usually say you need at least 20 locations, at least 20 functions with decision making. You need at least 3 global variables that are going to be manipulated throughout the game. You need many ways to lose and 1 clear way to win. That's kind of the guidelines that I put forward when I do this with my class. I think those would be great for you as well. Get out there, try it, and hit me up in the comments and let me know how it goes. Thanks for sticking it out. We'll see you back with the final course project in the next video. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing what you guys make. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Keeps me going. See you soon. Bye.